Welcome back to another episode of Pro Tips Betting. Today it's Monday, March 11th. We are starting off as usual to go through yesterday's bet slip. We picked Copenhagen or a draw game versus Nordsjælland yesterday. Odds were at 130. I do believe this was a draw game. 2-2 as you can see here. So that one was a win. We also picked Real Madrid to win over Valladolid. Odds were at 162. We find Real Madrid here winning the game 4-1. It's actually a red card in the game as well on Casemiro. Last game was Napoli victory over Sassuolo. Odds at 161. Sadly, Napoli yesterday played a very bad game and it ended 1-1, as you can see here. So sadly, the safe bet slip of mine at the total odds of 339 did not go in yesterday. Can quickly also check the high output bet slip. We had though Real Madrid here as well, and sadly again Napoli. Chelsea Wolverhampton though, we picked a draw. This ended a 1-1 draw. Levante Villarreal, we also picked a draw on this one. This was a 0-2 game for the winning team Villarreal. And the last one was a draw between Girona and Valencia. And Girona-Valencia was a tight game, 2-3, Valencia the winning team. So sadly, no win yesterday. Unchecking yesterday's games and going over to Monday's games, we will bring with us the Bundesliga, Serie A. I think we will skip Argentina today. But again, Monday, not very many games to pick and choose from. We'll skip Argentina. What else we got on this Monday afternoon? We got Denmark again. Nothing really in England. We will take with us the French League 2. Iceland Cup. Passing on that one today. Italy B Series. We'll check for that one. Netherlands, the young teams we will stay away from. Poland, Gdansk. We'll stay away from this one as well. Of course, gonna take the Portugal League. Already some games have started here in Romania and Russia. Scotland. You can also take the second division in Spain. So pick in Turkey, and I do believe that is it for this Monday. Some friendly games, which we will pass on as well. So we got 9 games then in focus today. Just getting my notes ready. The first game in focus is Düsseldorf versus Frankfurt. A lot of players on the injury list for Düsseldorf, some players for Frankfurt as well. Going straight to the head-to-head, we can see Düsseldorf has 3 victories and 2 losses last 5, where Frankfurt has 2 draws and 3 wins. Frankfurt won the last game and the first game this season 7-1. and they won before that as well, 3-1, but this game was played in 2013, only focusing on this first game of the season, which was again 7-1. Checking the standings as well, Frankfurt on a 6th place, will take 5th place with a victory here today. Düsseldorf mid-table, secured from relegation with their 31 points. Not much to play for really, and I do believe Frankfurt will win this game today. Frankfurt does though have 255 in odds. You could probably, if we go over to Unibet here, Frankfurt could probably play this. Is it? Here we go, Monday. Could probably play this a double chance for the 150 in odds, which is very, very secure if you ask me. So draw or away will be on my safe bet slip, and I might pick a away game for the high output bet slip as well. So I absolutely do believe Frankfurt will win this game. Next game, we got Roma versus Empoli. Right off here, I do absolutely believe Roma will win this game. They do have some players on the injury list here though, with Manolas, Kolarov, Sekou and Di Rossi, Pastore as well, and Under as well are questionable right now. Roma though, 153 in odds, big favorites. They do have 2 losses now, the last 2 games, 3 wins before that. Still a pretty decent form, and this is again a home game for Roma. Empoli has 2 draws, 2 losses and 1 win. Last games the teams met, it was 2-0 victories to Roma, both the last game and the game before that. Checking the standings as well, Roma here on 44 points on 5th place. Of course they want to keep that, as Torino and Atalanta as well are also on 44 points. Empoli though struggling at the bottom. So this might be a tough game for Roma today, as they of course do not want to relegate. But I do again believe Roma will and absolutely should win this game. But maybe leave it for now and check the starting lineup before placing any money on Roma. But again, they should absolutely win. Over to Denmark and the Superliga there. We have Aarhus versus Odense. Some players out for Aarhus. Odense are looking good. The odds here puts Odense as favorites on 225. Going over to the head-to-head, we can see Aarhus with do it like this, with 3 wins last 5, 1 loss and 1 draw. Odense has 4 wins and 1 loss. Odense also won the last game between the 2 teams, 3-2, and before that it was a draw. Also played actually 3 more games in 2018, which was a Aarhus win, another Aarhus win, and a 3rd Aarhus win as well. I do predict this one today to be a draw or away win, but I do believe again I will put a draw on the high output bet slip. Will not do anything for this game in on my safe bet. Over to France, League 2. We got Metz playing Chouzot. I do feel right away that Metz will win the game. They are also oddsed by Bet365 here to 145, putting them at as huge favorites in this game. Mets 2 wins, 2 draws and 1 loss last 5, and Chaussot has 3 losses, 1 draw, 1 win. Mets has won the 2 last games, 2-1 and 1-0. The last game here being played at 2016. So let's stick to the 2018 game, 2-1 Mets. The standings, Mets at the top of the league with 57 points, and Chaussot struggling at the bottom. Of course they need all the points they can get here, but probably relegated already. Still a fight to fight for though, of course. But Mets should win the game, but this will not be on my safe bet slip. Over to Series B in Italy. We got Venezia versus Palermo. Palermo here, slight favorites, 237 in odds. Go to the last 5, we can see Venezia has 4 losses and 1 draw, and Palermo has 2 wins, 2 draws and 1 loss. Last games between the teams, the absolute last one was a draw. Palermo won 1-0 before that, and then they played a draw again, and Venezia won 3-0 before that one. For me, this one is just way too open, really, this game. I do believe any team can win it. Of course, might also end up a draw. So I will recommend to stay away from this one, even though I am marking it as a possible draw for the high output bet slip. Then we have Portugal, Benfica versus Belenenses. Benfica has some players out here, as you can see. They are huge favorites to win the game today at 116 in odds. Checking the last 5, we can see Benfica has 3 victories, 1 draw and 1 loss. Belenenses has 2 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw. Actually here, as you can see, Belenenses, sorry about the name here, they won 2-0 last game. The game before that was a draw. I do absolutely believe Benfica should win this game today, but this is the typical game where I will refuse to play anything on this one, as it has been such tight games before, and 116 isn't anything for me to put my money on. I won't either play it as a handicap play. So staying away from this one. Then we have Scotland and the Premiership there. St Mirren versus Kilmarnock. Some players out for both teams, as you can see. Kilmarnock are favorites at the bookmakers at 190. Head to head, you can see 1 win for St Mirren, 2 draws and 2 losses last 5. Kilmarnock has 3 losses and 2 draws. Last game, Kilmarnock won 2-1, and the game before that as well, 2-1. The third game the teams met was a 0-0 draw, where St Mirren ended up winning at overtime, or extra time. So this one as well. See the bookmakers, as I said, have the Kilmarnock as favorites here at 190, but it does feel this could go either way, really. As I said, they do have a bad form right now as well. You can see the last 8 games are only draws and losses. So me personally will stay away from this one. Then over to Malaga, Osasuna. in the second league Spain. Odds here pretty even. Checking head to head, we can see that Malaga has 4 draws and 1 win the last 5, where Osasuna has now 4 wins and 1 draw. Osasuna also won the last game 2-1. They played 2 draws before this, being 2017 and 2016. Standings as well, quite even on the table with 54 points and 50 points, second and fourth place. Do feel like this one should be a double chance play, either draw or away for Osasuna here. Can check this out on Unibet as well. Should pay out pretty decent. 148 for a draw or a win to Osasuna. Should be again pretty secure. Even though I probably won't play it on the safe bet. My pick today will be this team. Galatasaray are meeting Atanyaspor. A couple of players out for both teams. Nothing big though. The head-to-head, you can see Galatasaray has 2 wins, 2 draws and 1 loss. Where Antalyaspor has 3 losses, 1 win and 1 draw. Galatasaray won the last game 1-0 playing away, and they won last time on home turf 3-0. Also playing home turf today, and I do again believe they will win this game. My guess 2-0. 125 there. Alright, so that's it for this Monday's games in focus. Not a lot of football to pick from today. Will probably be a couple more tomorrow, as there are Champions League play tomorrow and the day after as well. New thing today is I will from now on post my safe bets in a spreadsheet for you guys to evaluate me on, really. And the link for this will be in the description of every video. I won't bring too much of it on screen, but again, the spreadsheet is in the link below. So again, that's it for me. Be sure again to subscribe to the channel for the latest updates. I also now made a Twitter account for you guys. And again, the Discord community link is in the description as well. So you should find everything there. If there are any questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment or thumbs up or thumbs down. Yep, that's it. Good luck with your bets, and my bets will be on screen right about now. Thank you and good luck.